Hey guys, I'm Rick with Bulldog Battery. I have with me Eric Inneman, who heads up the outside sales division for us. And today we're going to do a deep dive one-on-one with Eric about the Stryker rebuilding process. I want to really educate all of our ops managers out there on what it is we do and why we do it, and who better to tell us that than Eric, who heads up that entire division for us. Eric, good morning.
Good morning, Rick.
So let's go ahead and start us off. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do here.
Yeah, you got it, Rick. My name's Eric Inneman. I've been in the battery industry for a little over a decade now. I joined Bulldog about 12 years ago. I have a strong inside sales background. I grew up in retail for a very long time. I've learned the industry, the in and outs of batteries from all chemistries, multiple different industries. More recently, last few years, I've shifted gears into more of an outside sales position with a strong focus on the EMS industry as well as medical transportation. And my focus is battery procurement for that industry.
Excellent. Okay. Let's move on to the second question. An ops manager who's never heard of Bulldog asks, why should they trust you with their Stryker batteries, right? These Stryker batteries are going to be used in everyday cots that their crews really rely on to get the job done in a timely fashion.
Sure, absolutely. Anybody looking at Bulldog Battery for the first time, I would tell them to look at our track record, check our company out. We've been in business since 1990. That's a long time. Mortar store. We grew up locally here. We've never moved locations. And we are specialized in battery procurement as well as these medical rebuild batteries that we focus on. We've done extensive research into every in and outs of what we're working on, and we stand behind our product 100%.
Excellent. I know one of the things that we specialize on as well is keeping equipment in the field.
Absolutely.
So anything that's been discontinued or that's hard on the procurement side because it's no longer supported by manufacturers, we keep actively running.
Correct.
Through our rebuilds.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So our rebuilt Stryker batteries, are they as reliable as OEM? We get this question quite a bit. Tell me a little bit about it.
Rick, what I like to tell people that are asking about the quality of our product, they get a little hung up on the word rebuild. Maybe there's some apprehension there. We're reusing the OEM battery. So we're giving you back that same battery, the same components, the same circuitry, the same shell, the same product that your teams are used to using in the field. The only difference is we're replacing the cells with a higher quality cell. They're just more reliable. We've sourced these cells from reliable manufacturers that we've done extensive research into, and we're giving you back that same engine just with more horsepower. There's going to be no difference in performance except that they last longer.
What actually makes the cells in a Bulldog rebuild better than the OEM Stryker?
Rick, the cells that we're using, we didn't just stumble upon them. We sourced our cells, our battery cells, from several different companies, different manufacturers before we settled on one. It wasn't just an overnight process that we found one, we liked it, and we stuck with it. We trialed several different manufacturers, and we found the one that was the most reliable, that had the lowest effective rate, that had close to zero issues with ever. So we're using that cell. We have been for a while now. We have a very strong relationship with that manufacturer. If anything changes, we know about it instantly, and we continue to use the best product available.
Very good. What does your warranty claim actually look like for these particular batteries?
Our warranty claims are very low, and I'm not just blowing smoke. These numbers, they're statistics. If you look at our defective rate, I'd say they're less than 2%. That's going to be across the board in any battery industry, any chemistry. But the manufacturer we're using, the defective rate's very low. We might send out 100 batteries a week. We're seeing close to none of them come back. The batteries that we send out, our Stryker rebuilds, they're going to last that life expectancy that you're used to, and if not longer than that. If there are any issues with, obviously, 2%, you're going to have a handful here throughout the year. We take care of them without question. We're taking care of these warranty claims, sending out replacement batteries same day.
Yeah, that was my follow-up question. The warranty process, I want to reiterate a little bit about how easy we make that warranty process because we do understand that these are critical applications. You can't be running the gambit for a week and have a whole ambulance out of business or out of service and the team down. So let's dive into that just a little bit. Walk me through the warranty process. Let's say Joe's Ambulance has bought 10 batteries from us. They have an issue with one of them. They contact you. Let's take it from there. Tell me what happens.
So jumping into our warranty process, Rick, this is something that we make as painless as possible. Let's say one of my customers has an issue. I sent out a handful of batteries. They call me one morning. Their crew threw a battery on their desk overnight, said it was flashing yellow on the charger. I'm not going to ask too many questions. I'm going to just grab a battery that we've rebuilt, that we have charged ready to go. I'm going to ship it out that same day. I'm going to email my customer a prepaid UPS label to get the old one back to our shop. And it doesn't just stop there. Once we get his battery back to our office here, I'm going to actually test the board, test the components in that battery that was in question, and just verify what their issue was, just because I do want to follow up, make sure that they're not having a problem with their charger, that it could be something else, and let the customer know, hey, we've sent you out that warranty replacement. I took care of this for you, no problem. If there's anything else you need, just please let me know.
That's good. I think that speaks volumes for our commitments to our EMS first responders. We understand the priority that these things have and respect them enough to just get it taken care of. And we've managed to diagnose other problems. We've diagnosed where it's a charger issue, where they're thinking that the batteries are bad. We get them back, they test fine, and we can coordinate with them and get a replacement charger should they need it as well.
Absolutely.
Very cool. So let's talk about price difference, right? What is the price difference between one of our reselled packs versus an OEM Stryker pack?
Sure. So obviously one of our biggest attention grabber is going to be our cost versus the OEM. We're priced just below half of what you're going to buy a battery direct from your Stryker rep. We don't see the necessity in price gouging just because this is for medical equipment, but we understand the importance of it because it is for medical equipment, because it is for our first responders, and it's something that needs to work obviously 100%, if not better. Our price point is going to be about $325, which, like I mentioned, is about half. That's going to put you at about almost a 2-for-1 kind of situation. And we like to provide this pricing to our customers just because we want to fill that void in between the aftermarket batteries and the OEM. At the end of the day, Rick, the pricing that we provide, it's geared towards our customers. We're not looking to price gouge. We're not looking to hike up anything just because of what the battery is for, the application. We're here to address that pain point that you could potentially be overpaying for stuff and you don't even know that.
Very good. I think that leads us into what the average EMS crew that you deal with. I know that we don't only do EMS, right? We do medical transport as well. Tell me a little bit about who we serve as a client of yours,
right?
And then what the average client looks like for you.
Okay, yeah. So we have customers in the EMS and medical transport field. They're ranging in all shapes and sizes. I have county EMS, a lot of municipalities, all the way up to private ambulance companies that are multi-state. They're running 30, 40, 50 trucks, maybe 2,000 employees. They're contracted for 911 calls, and they're under a lot of stress. They're busy constantly. They're running through these batteries, not just on an annual basis, but they're finding that they're replacing their Stryker Cop batteries every 2 to 3 months. Not just the large companies, though. We have smaller medical transport companies. They might only have 1 to 2 stretchers. I'm happy to take care of any customer that finds that they can use our services. But I like to point out that we have the capacity, we have the manpower to keep up with the demand. If you're a private ambulance company or a larger municipality and you have that high call volume, we're here to help you always.
Yeah, I know we've gotten some larger orders of 50, 75, 100 batteries in one go from different companies.
Sure.
And we've been able to plow through those in usually less than a week's time.
Absolutely.
With the processes that we have in place.
Yeah, one of the things we pride ourselves on is our turnaround time. When customers send these batteries in, they need them back as soon as possible. Typically, they need them yesterday.
Yeah.
So I know the urgency, and we definitely address that.
Yeah. I think part of the process, too, is we make it as painless as possible. We send them out that prepaid return label that day. As long as they get them to us and ship them out, put them into the system, our logistics machine rolls from there. As soon as we get them in, we log them in. They go right back into the teardown. They get tore down, reselled, retooled, QC, and sent back out. We turn it pretty quick.
It's automatic. We have a pretty well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
So we get these batteries back to you when you need them.
Good, good. All right, and one last question for us in closing. So if an ops manager is watching this right now and they're on the fence, let's be realistic, this is a big decision. This means that their crew either goes out on the road, doesn't go out on the road, their guys are happy with them, or their guys aren't happy with them. Let's say that the ops manager is on the fence. What would you say to that guy?
Sure. Obviously, as an operations manager or maybe even a fleet supervisor, you're making decisions that affect the entire company, not just yourself. You're going to hear from your supervisor, your boss, maybe the owner, but you're also going to trickle down to your employees, the ones that are actually using the equipment out in the field. So it's important, and we understand that. I do like to mention that we do have pretty much a 30-day money-back guarantee on pretty much every product that we sell here, including our Stryker batteries. For every new customer, I also like to offer in that 30 billing terms. That somewhat gives you a trial period, risk-free. If we send you out a battery and you're not happy with our service, I issue a prepaid UPS label to get it back to our shop. We shake hands and we go our opposite way. I will say that has absolutely never happened. Generally, our customers will start with a small order, maybe give us a shot, which I'm always grateful for. And next thing, a month after that, they've seen it out in the field, they've seen it true and tested, and boom, here they come with all of their ordering, and they don't look back. Once you figure out that the OEM is not the only option, that we are a better provider, that we do address that pain points of constant cost on your budget, something that's consumable, we are here to solve that issue. And if you give us that opportunity, you'll see that this is the way to go.
Yeah, not only constant cost, but also lead times, right?
Sure.
We've been in scenarios where Stryker's been on back order for 4 or 6 weeks, depending on what's going on with their production. So yeah, a lot of our customers, especially our bigger ones, they do try us out, right? So they're going to send in 2-4 batteries at a time, test them in the field, put them through with paces. And then once we pass their version of QC and their crews are green lighting it, then we get typically the rest of the battery order from them at that time.
100%, yep.
Very cool. Eric, thank you so much. I really appreciate you diving into the Stryker program with me today.
Anytime, sure.
Yeah. So this is, again, Eric Inneman with Bulldog Battery. He heads up the Stryker program. Eric, how can they reach you?
So obviously you can find me on LinkedIn anytime. I have a direct number. You can call me day or night. I always have my phone on me, and you're never bothering me. I'm here to help you. So shoot me an email, call me, let's connect and see how I can help you.
All right, guys, again, my name is Rick from Bulldog Battery. Thank you so much for joining us today. If you have any questions, absolutely leave a comment on this video or reach out to Eric. Eric will be your main point of contact for anything Stryker related. He has a wealth of knowledge. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. We'll talk to you soon.